Hey guys, Bo from laxsplat here with a video on the Under Armour highlight cleats. I'm going to be doing a quick review on them. And sorry for the mess in my room and the poor lighting. It's nighttime and I have a lacrosse tourney I'm packing up for this weekend. So a lot of people have been asking me to do a review on this cleat. And I want to give you some background information on it first. I got them at the beginning of my spring season, my high school normal regular season, and I wore them all season long, so that's every single day practicing, 2 games a week, a lot of lacrosse. And then I also wore them in summer lacrosse, which I went to, I think, 3 tournaments and a kind of showcase camp thing at the University of Santa Barbara. And then I also wore them for a little bit of fall lacrosse. I've been playing with 3D team, and then just my high school. We've been doing like 2 practices a week, kind of relaxed. And so I've gotten a lot of use out of these. And so now I'm going to go in, kind of give you guys my normal review setup. Each category is worth up to 10 points, and the total scores out of 50. So the first category is appearance, because, you know, you got to look good to play good. Totally not true, but so when these first came out, I saw them for, I think, Maryland lacrosse. I think I saw them in football, but I can't remember. I think I first saw them Maryland lacrosse team, and they were like, it was a yellow fade to a Maryland flag theme, and I was like, these are the most hideous things I've ever seen in my life. And I was like, I'm never getting those cleats. And then I saw them in different colorways, and I saw them on people, and with like socks and stuff, and I was like, oh, those are kind of cool. And I think that they're one of the coolest looking cleats, especially different colorways. I have mine all simple, all black, but they have kind of this digital theme. And they have raised perforations, and then it's shinier down here with more like shininess and matte on the back. So I do think the appearance looks really good. I would not say they're the best looking cleats. If you could customize them, then I would put them up there. But some like the Nike Vapor Carbons and stuff, I do think are really, really cool looking. The Hirachis are different, but I like those a lot. So out of 10, I'd say give this an 8.5 out of 10. If they can work a little bit more. I know East Bay has a ton of colorways on these now, but if they can add a few more colorways, then I'd bump it up to like a 9, 9.5. But for now, 8.5 out of 10. And then the next category is comfort and / weight. Comfortability, these are probably the most comfortable cleats I've ever worn. I have had a few issues with blisters, but that's just because my feet are kind of sensitive. When it's only my first half week of playing lacrosse, so I'd say it would happen in any cleats. Most of the time it does. And they do kind of have a slicker bottom. It's not like a normal fabric, so maybe that's why I get the blisters. I don't know. Maybe it's just I have weak feet. I don't know. But I still think these are extremely comfortable, more comfortable than any cleat I've ever worn before, and they're really, really light. I had some Adidas cleats before, which don't normally think of like Adidas as great cleats, but they weren't the most amazing cleats, but they were insanely light. Um, and these are pretty close. With the whole upper form, you think they'd be pretty heavy, but it's not like plastic, or it's not like a leather material. It's just kind of a, I don't know, it's like a canvas material, but with like neoprene probably. Um, so they're definitely light, and I definitely do recommend them. Um, so for comfort and lightweight, I definitely give this a 10 out of 10 just for the size, and it's easily one of the most comfortable um, cleats I've ever worn. And then our next category is stability and traction. Since I'm a goalie, I'm not throwing crazy jukes and stuff. I throw my toe drags every once in a while, but I'm I'm not constantly juking and such. So stability isn't like traction isn't huge for me, but then it also is because I have to get a really good burst. So my traction view might be different than from like an attackman or a midi, but I really have to get a good traction to get that burst off, um, to step to the ball and kind of explode to the ball. So traction wise, I really like the traction on these, and I feel really stable in them. The stability is from up here. It's, if you can see, it's kind of it cuts off from a normal cleat right here. And when I first got them in the mail, I was like, that's kind of a little weird. But it actually has a thing up to here, so it's like wearing a low cut, but having the stability of a high cleat. So, and the traction's really good too. Obviously, my view might be a little different than the normal player since I'm a goalie, but I had to give these a perfect 10 out of 10. So the next category is durability, and I've had mine for a pretty good amount of lacrosse now, a full high school season, a full summer season, and almost a fall season, I guess you could say. But so I put a lot of lacrosse onto these cleats, and I haven't had any issues with them. The bottoms are kind of torn up right here, but it makes no difference. And there are a few like fray little pieces of string or whatever, and but everything, obviously they're a little scratched up, but other than that, normal wear and tear. I have not had any issues with mine, and I've had them for a pretty good amount of lacrosse now. But I have heard of a ton of terrible stories with these cleats. My friend, our other partner, for laxsplat, Matt, he broke, I think, 2 pairs of them, and then possibly 3. And then I've heard, I was at a tournament last weekend, and one kid's broke during the tournament. Another kid's broke. Like, he was saying, oh, mine broke like 2 times already. But the kid who had his break 2 times already said they have a lifetime warranty or something. I don't know if that's true. Probably like a 4-year warranty or a 2-year warranty. And then also Matt, who got him on eBay, that's where I got him. They pay for your shipping and the return shipping, and they get you a new pair the second they break. They have great customer service, so I would suggest buying them off eBay because I know they will send you a new pair if they break, and they also have the best selection of colors. So I'll put a link in the description below. But so durability, if it was just off my own experience, I would give them a 10 out of 10 because I haven't had any issues. But I am a goalie, so I'm not cutting as hard. I guess, or I'm not running as much on them as a normal field player like a midi, um, or an attackman who cuts and dodges really hard. So I am going to have to put these down to 7.5 just because I've heard the issues. But since it is pretty easy to get it fixed, and it doesn't cost you any money, it's not really a big deal. It's just the hassle of having to ship them back out. So it depends on if you normally ship a lot, then it's not going to be a big deal. But if it's kind of a hassle for you, then yeah, I guess it is kind of a big deal. So I'm going to mark it down to 7.5 out of 10. Our last category is value. Value is a very important category. I got these, I think I might have bought these when they were $129, but I think, I don't know. I think I got them for 110. They're 110 now, and I would buy these for $129, especially with the return policy they have on when they break and stuff. How they send you out a brand new pair. It's definitely worth it. These are great cleat. Now there are some cheaper cleats, but most of the Nike cleats are around 110, 120. And I think this is way better. You can get some Adidas cleats, but most of them are around that price too, $100. So, which is overpriced, but I've gotten a lot of use out of these, and one of my favorite cleats. So I got to give this perfect 10 out of 10 because I think they're a great cleat. And if they already dropped to $110, they'll probably drop a little bit more. So overall, I really, really recommend these cleats. I recommend them to goalies a lot. I see a ton of goalies wearing them. They're not like the most protective if you get like with a shot or something, but no cleats these days are. And I rather be lightweight and be able to explode to the ball than have like some heavy cleat, and because when you're going to the ball, and it's kind of weird if you don't play goalie. If you do play goalie, you know this. If you're going to the ball and you're stepping to it, and you get hit, it hurts less than if you're like standing still and it hits you. I have no idea why, but for some reason it just doesn't hurt as much. So I'd rather be quick and be able to explode and get hit than just sitting there with some heavy shoe and get hit. So for goalies, I really recommend them. A lot of goalies wear them. I've seen a ton of goalies wear them actually. So definitely check them out and make sure to try the shoes on. I have kind of a wider foot, and these work really well. A lot of other cleats don't. Adidas cleats work well for me because they're wider. Most Nike cleats don't work that well because they are meant for skinnier feet. So definitely try them on and check them out. But thanks for watching, guys.